There comes a moment in every man's life when the world grows silent. The noise fades. The screens, the scrolling, the endless distractions, they lose their grip. And for the first time, you're left alone face to face with eternity. Young man, listen carefully. Something has shifted. You may not feel it, but heaven feels it. You may not see it, but the signs are everywhere. The last pieces are falling into place. And the question that heaven and earth are asking right now is this: will you be ready? This isn't about fear. This isn't about religion. This is about destiny, about fire, about stepping out of the chains and into the calling you were born for. The final trumpet is about to sound. The King is coming, and every soul, including yours, will stand in the presence of God. Not one will escape it. Not one will scroll past it. But here's the truth: no one told you you were born for this hour. You weren't created to live numb, chasing empty pleasures that leave you hollow. You were created to burn with something eternal, to rise as a warrior in a world of slaves. The question is not whether the sign has appeared. The question is whether you will awaken before it's too late. Do you hear it? Do you feel it in your bones? There's a sound in the heavens, a shaking in the spirit. The final trumpet is about to sound. I know you've felt it late at night when the noise dies down. You feel the weight in your chest. The clock is ticking. Time is running out. And something deep inside you whispers, wake up. The world wants you asleep. It wants you scrolling, numbing, distracting yourself until the moment comes and it's too late. But heaven is calling you higher. Young man, listen to me. The signs are all around us. The pieces of the puzzle are falling into place faster than ever before. Wars and rumors of wars, men calling evil good and good evil, hearts growing cold, a generation losing itself to lust and pride and despair. These aren't just random events. These are the signs the King warned us about. And yet, most will not see it. They'll laugh, mock, and roll their eyes as they did in the days of Noah, until the flood came and swept them all away. But you're not here by accident. There's a reason you're hearing this right now. You were born for this moment in history. You were placed here on purpose, not to drift like a leaf in the wind, but to rise like a warrior when the world caves in. The final trumpet is about to sound, and every man will stand exposed. Titles won't save you. Status won't save you. Money, women, success, none of it will matter in that hour. The only thing that will matter is this: did you know Him? Did you follow Him? Did you live for Him? This is not about religion. This is not about guilt. This is about eternity. It's about a King who's coming back for His own. And the choice isn't tomorrow. The choice is now. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to say, yes, I will rise, I will awaken, I will stand. The last trumpet is closer than you think, and when it sounds, it will be too late to prepare. The time is now. The hour is late. Will you hear the call? You were born into a battle. I need you to understand this. You didn't wake up in a neutral world. You woke up behind enemy lines. From the moment you took your first breath, there was a war over your soul. The enemy saw your potential, saw what you could become if you ever woke up, and he's been trying to take you out ever since. That's why you've been hit so hard. That's why you've struggled. That's why you felt the weight of depression, lust, anger, and emptiness. It's not random. It's an assignment against you. The enemy doesn't attack what doesn't threaten him. And deep down, you know you were meant for more. You weren't created to be a slave to your addictions. You weren't created to live numb, scrolling endlessly, chasing pleasures that leave you hollow. But here's the truth: most men never hear. The chains you wear were never meant to stay on you. You were born to fight back. You were born to rise. This isn't about religion. It's about waking up to reality. There is light and there is darkness. There is life and there is death. And whether you realize it or not, you're choosing a side every single day. But hear me now, you don't fight this battle alone. There is one who already went to war for you, one who crushed the power of sin and death on the cross, one who says to you right now, you don't have to stay down. You don't have to be a prisoner. You don't have to fight in your own strength. You were not made to blend in with this broken world. You were made to stand apart, to carry fire where others carry ashes, to walk in purity where others are drowning in lust, to lead where others are lost. But you must choose. This is not a game. This is war, and a man who doesn't realize he's in a battle has already lost. So rise, son, shake off the chains. Lift your eyes. The King is calling you to the front lines. The question is, will you step out of the shadows, or will you let the enemy write the last chapter of your story? Break the chains before they break you. Young man, listen to me, the chains you carry are not harmless. They're not just bad habits. They're not just struggles you'll deal with one day. They are weapons forged to destroy you. Lust that eats away at your soul, stealing your ability to see women as sacred. Anger that burns bridges and poisons every relationship. Numbness that keeps you scrolling for hours, wasting the fire in your veins. These aren't small things. These are chains. And chains don't stay idle, they tighten slowly, day by day, until one morning you wake up and realize you're no longer in control. They are. But here's the truth, no one told you those chains can break. You don't have to carry them anymore. You've been lied to. The world tells you to embrace your chains. This is just who I am. This is just what men do. But the King says, this is not who I created you to be. You are not your pornography addiction. You are not your failures. You are not your pain. You are not the voices that told you you'll never change. There is a power greater than your chains. A cross that broke every shackle. A Savior who looked at your darkest sin and said, I'll take it, I'll pay for it. I'll set you free. But freedom isn't passive. You can't scroll your way into it. You can't numb yourself and expect to wake up whole. You have to fight. You have to decide that enough is enough. There will be pain. There will be moments when the old chains whisper, come back just one more time. But in those moments, remember this, every chain you break doesn't just free you. It frees the generations coming after you. It frees your future wife, your children, your legacy. If you don't break them now, they will break you later. So choose, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because the trumpet is about to sound, and when it does, there will be no more time to fight, no more time to rise. Only the sound of chains falling or staying locked forever. Here's chapter 4 fully expanded, 450 words in Jonathan Cahn's voice. This one is uplifting, fatherly and prophetic, calling young men upward with hope and fire. The King is calling you higher. You've been living too low for too long. You've settled for scraps when you were born to sit at the King's table. Young man, hear this, God isn't looking for perfect men. He's not waiting for you to get your act together, clean yourself up, and then come to Him. No, He's looking for surrendered men. Men who will say, I can't do this alone. I need you. You were made for more than this world's shallow promises. More than hookups that leave you empty. More than money that never satisfies. More than trophies and likes and attention that vanish as fast as they come. You were made for fire, for purpose, for glory. But here's the thing, you cannot rise while clinging to the old life. You cannot climb while holding on to the chains. The King is calling you out of the shadows, out of the numbness, out of the addiction, out of the fear that's been strangling you. He says, come up here. He's calling you to purity in a culture of lust, to courage in a generation of fear, to faithfulness in a world of compromise. And you might be thinking, but I've failed too many times. I'm not strong enough. Let me tell you the truth, you're right. You're not strong enough. That's why you need Him. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. His Spirit gives you the power to walk where you could never walk before. This is not about you being good enough. This is about Him being good enough for you. But make no mistake, the call is urgent. The clock is ticking. Heaven is waiting for your eyes. Will you rise? Will you answer? Or will you stay where you are, safe, comfortable, and dying inside? The King is calling you higher, to live, truly live for the first time in your life. The question is, will you go? Your destiny is greater than your past. Young man, I don't care what you've done. I don't care how far you've fallen. I don't care how many times you've messed up. You are not disqualified. The enemy wants you to believe the lie that it's too late for you, that your past defines you, that your failures have written the end of your story. But the King says, I have a plan for you, a plan to give you a hope and a future. Don't you see? Every scar, every broken place, every tear you've shed, none of it is wasted. In the hands of God, your pain becomes your platform. Your wounds become weapons to set others free. You were not born for shame. You were not born for mediocrity. You were born for glory. The Bible is full of men who were broken like you. Moses was a murderer. David was an adulterer. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Paul hunted down the early church. And yet, God used them all to shake the world. What's the difference? They didn't let their past hold them hostage. They gave it to the King. You've been carrying guilt too long. You've been trying to fix yourself, but you can't heal in your own strength. You need the one who created you to restore you, and He will. But you have to let go. You have to stop living as a prisoner of yesterday. You can't change the past, but you can surrender it. And when you do, something happens, the chains fall, the shame lifts, and your eyes begin to see the future God wrote for you before you were even born. There is a destiny on your life that the enemy has been terrified of since you were a child. That's why he's fought you so hard. That's why the attacks came. But hear me, if the battle has been great, it's because the calling is even greater. It's time to rise from the ashes. Time to step out of the prison of regret. Time to walk into the destiny you were created for. Your past does not get the final word. God does. And He says, you are chosen. You are redeemed. You are mine. The only question now is, will you believe Him? The trumpet is about to sound. We don't like to think about it, but this world isn't going to keep spinning forever. There is an appointed hour, a moment already set in the mind of God when time will stop and eternity will begin. Young man, what will you be found doing when that trumpet sounds? This is not a theory. This is reality. One day soon the skies will split open and the King of Kings will return. Every knee will bow. Every tongue will confess, willingly or unwillingly, that Jesus is Lord. The question is, will you be ready? You see, you don't have forever to figure it out. You don't have forever to get your life together. You don't have forever to keep putting off the voice that's been calling you. There's coming a moment when the door will close. Like in the days of Noah, the ark was open until it wasn't. And when the rain came, those who ignored the warnings realized too late. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this to wake you up. The King is not calling you because He wants to condemn you. He's calling you because He loves you. Because He paid for you with His own blood. Because He doesn't want you to be left behind. But you must decide. Will you keep chasing the things that are killing your soul? Or will you drop to your knees and say, God, I surrender. Forgive me, change me. Use me, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't gamble with eternity. Tomorrow is not promised. Right now, heaven is watching. Angels are leaning in. And the King Himself is saying, come home. Will you be ready when the trumpet sounds? Or will you stay asleep until it's too late? The last sign is here. The hour is late, and the King is coming. Are you ready? Here's a raw, real, emotional outro written in the tone of Jonathan Cahn, prophetic, heartfelt, and ending with a powerful CTA to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Listen to me, young man, you weren't here by accident. You didn't stumble across this video because of some algorithm. You were drawn here because the King is speaking to you right now. You felt it deep in your chest, haven't you? That stirring, that ache, that voice saying, this is for you. This is your moment. Don't silence it. Don't scroll away and pretend you didn't hear. This is sacred ground you're standing on. Heaven is reaching for you. You've been waiting for a sign, and this is it. If something in your soul woke up today, if you felt the chains shaking, if you know the trumpet is near, then don't let this moment pass you by. Rise up, make the choice. Drop a comment below and declare, I'm answering the call. I'm breaking the chains. I'm coming home. And if this word spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. There are brothers out there who are dying inside, waiting for someone to send them a lifeline. You could be the one to hand it to them, like this video. So the message keeps reaching those who need it. Subscribe, because there's more coming, more words to equip you, to awaken you, to call you higher. The hour is late. The King is coming, and this is your time to rise.